Okay.
Hey, happy to see your faces again on the internet.
Yeah. It's just so dreamy right now. I don't want to deal with this right now, so it's gone. It's gone. No, I didn't even notice that you changed the graphics, to be honest.
For real? Okay,
yeah,
great.
Wow. We went from like black to blue. It's a big difference.
But I think it's because I've been staring at it the last couple of weeks.
With the website and with the promo graphics and everything.
Yeah, so it just didn't register to me. And when we were sitting there just now, I was like looking around and it finally caught my eye. Nice. So good work.
Oh wait!
Finally!
Wow. No.
Subtle is what you go for as a designer, like not being noticed, not standing out.
What I love most is if people just never see anything I do.
Yeah.
See it, notice it, care about it. Any of those things. If those are done, I'm like, oh, I failed as a designer.
Yeah. I mean, well, you make throwaway art.
It's trash. It's basically trash.
Okay.
I was like, we've gone down a sad road.
But hold on.
Perspective fast.
We're gonna turn and we'll talk book club. I'm excited to talk book club, but it's but we've talked about that before. All your stuff literally gets thrown away every week. So.
Yeah, quite literally.
I don't know how much. Do you think that changes your approach to it?
Yeah, I value myself less.
Should.
Oh, okay.
I value myself less.
It was funny when I worked for the Astros and we would do all the like promo giveaway stuff. My goal was to like make stuff that people would actually keep, make it cool enough that they're gonna want to keep it and not just throw it away.
Yeah.
You just saw those trash cans
it happens
after
a lot.
every game.
You have to just not look when you walk out of the game. Just don't look.
Oh no! I mean, I also get it. Like some people just forget it, or like falls out of their bag, or like just don't want it. Like it's totally fine.
Or they were there rooting for the other team.
Yeah, that's also possible. But then they probably wouldn't take one at the front door. Like it's not like they force it on you.
That's true. That would be aggressive.
Yeah, really.
Okay, we're here, y'all. This is where we are.
It's an incredible amount of energy. Okay, so for book club, this is episode 00. Kreider hits hard singing worker goodwill too. Oh, have you got to have that experience? Oh, Andrew, have you had that experience? And Lauren, but
I've seen it.
I've seen homeless people wearing my shirts, which is kind of funny.
But that was
positive. For the homeless 5K that you were sponsoring. Run for shelter.
I will say, I think if I saw a homeless person wearing one of my shirts I designed, I mean, obviously, number one would be like, I've never designed a shirt. So,
you'd be like, but how'd they get that design out of my brain?
That design? And
then suppose those an Astros giveaway shirts. So like I saw that.
Two, that feels like a noble thing to clothe a homeless person.
That's true. You
I don't have any problem with it. I thought it was cool.
It's philanthropic. Now, it was weird when you walked up to them and asked to take a picture of them. That's the part that makes it maybe over
Andrew
the line.
has seen his designs like drown a family of ducks.
It's true.
Oh, that's really sad.
Yeah. I was the one doing the drowning. But to be fair, the ducks did. They know what they did.
They deserved it.
All right, so this is session 0 of a book club.
There's nothing to do with ducks.
Lauren is going to take us through this. We have questions we're going to go through tonight. This is not going to be a long conversation. No. It's just a little bit of like setting an orientation, talk a bit about some other books in our lives, and then send us on our way. The future episodes that we do for the book club will be much more structured, but we'll talk about that in just a second. So I'm going to politely hand this over to Lauren, and Lauren is going to tee off this conversation.
Yeah, so we'll get like the homework portion out of the way and just like kind of explain how often we're meeting and how much you're supposed to read and everything. So the book we're reading is The Amazing Adventures of Kavalier and Clay, as you can see on that lovely graphic. Yeah, Andrew's got one copy. Mine looks a little bit different, but we love it.
Mine looks like this.
On your phone. Perfect. Are you doing like the audiobook version? Or
I absolutely am, and I have to be honest.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
I finished another book earlier today, so I went ahead and started. I'm on chapter 3 right now.
Oh, great. Awesome,
Yes.
awesome.
So pumped.
Okay, so our plan is from now for the next 12 weeks, we're going to be meeting every other Tuesday at 7:00 here on Twitch. The book is kind of divided into 6 sections. So each episode we will be choosing one section to use. The first one is called The Escape Artist. It's about 70 pages. The length varies just slightly between the chapters, but I think the longest stretch of pages is about 150. So you have 2 whole weeks to read that. It's really not too bad. And then we are hoping that you'll have like enough time to read it and then go onto our website and check out, because we have questions that we've written for it. And not only that, like we have a space where you can answer it, and we want your input to share on the next episode when we discuss it with everyone. But you can submit your own questions too for discussion topics of when we'll be on the episode. It is like, this is the kind of most important part for you guys. Like,
yes.
Is this will be more fun for us, and you guys get to be part of it. So like, we really hope that you guys, collaborate with us and come send your questions and your thoughts as you're reading, and that will make book club more part of our whole community, and it'll be great.
Completely. So it's on you'll see it on the bottom of this graphic, but we'll share it as well.
Yes.
It's the bookclub.mof1.network. The site is live now. As soon as this episode finishes, it'll start counting down to the next time that we're going to get together. So for the first week, it'll be a countdown, or it'll be the previous section questions, which will be closed if we've already finished those. But for the second week, we will have the questions posted, and you will be able to do 2 things. That's 1, submit your own answers to the question, and number 2, you will be able to pose your own questions that we may choose to pull from once we circle for our episode around that section.
And Lauren, why would somebody want to answer these questions? What are we going to do with the answers?
We're going to share their answers and thoughts on the episode, as well as maybe pull some of your questions in for part of the discussion.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite clear on that, so I'm glad that you clarified that for me. Yeah, so if people answer these questions, that's how they get to participate in the community portion of this whole venture.
Yes, exactly.
Cool.
If
Andrew,
not, you can just come and listen every week, and there's nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah.
Andrew, your acting skills are so good because you knew exactly what we were doing with those, but that's fine.
If I'm being honest, I had forgotten. I was very drunk when we first talked about this. I was on a lot of anxiety medicine.
Yeah.
So I think that's everything for Amazing Adventures of Kavalier and Clay. Now, so I think before this episode, we said like no purchase required, just show up to episode 0.
Yes.
Starting now, purchase is required. So you do, you need to.
You could go to the library or find another way to
true.
read it. Yeah, there are other options, but
I know someone who's reading along with us who's borrowing another person who has already read it.
Yeah.
They lent them their copy. So
Easy.
So as long as you find a copy of this book, you can follow along.
You can borrow my phone. If I'm not using my phone and you want to listen to the audiobook, you can borrow my phone if you're in vicinity of me.
Yep.
But whenever we post the questions, when the questions go live, we will post them in Slack. So we'll try to post to other social channels as well.
Yes.
But realistically, conversation is best if conversation can happen with everyone in one place. So the thing that we encourage is if you're not in the Slack community, join the Slack community. We will have a channel dedicated to book club. And so whenever questions go up, we'll post in there. We can have conversation in there as well. And in the same way, we're going to pull from things that you submit through the site. We may decide to pull from things that you share, like thoughts and things like that are shared through Slack. We won't identify anyone unless we check permission, but we may pull things from there as well. But the thing that we want to make sure with this book club is that the experience is not you watching us read a book. The experience is we all read a book.
Yes. Because honestly, I don't care what Lauren and Patrick think about anything anymore. We've been together so long, it just their opinions don't really matter to me. And I think that's true of most things with family. But yeah, I want to hear from everybody else. And so I'm especially excited to hear people's own like questions and discussion topics to bring up so that we can dialogue about it on the episode. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm most looking forward to like getting to hear what everyone thinks of this book as we go along. I think that will be really fun for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Part of the Slack channel, too, Patrick, correct me if I'm wrong, we did talk about potentially doing some sort of like group community contribution project along with this book that we will unveil maybe over the coming episodes, but that would be the way to interact with that community. But for now, I think like
the only homework you have for this between now and then our next session would be just to read this first section.
Correct.
Read this many pages.
Check out the questions.
I haven't.
Yeah, it's very easy. It's about 70 pages. I read it all in one sitting.
So to be clear, like Andrew, you haven't read the book yet.
No, I've been dying to read this book.
I haven't read the
so
book.
You're gonna start tonight.
I guess I'm about to start chapter 3, but I haven't read the book. It's been suggested to us that there are some themes later on in the book, or at least some things later on in the book that we may want to do a community thing around. Yes. But I don't know what that is because we haven't got there yet. But we will get there together.
So just sit tight, everybody. Speaking of themes, Lauren, do you want to tell us why we picked this book?
Absolutely. So the biggest reason is this simply is just one of my favorite books of all time. This is like immediately when I started reading it again, I'm like, I remember why I like this so much. Like it's written in a really cool way. The story's really fun. I think this is like a particularly good story for like our community because it's not a full on like genre story. It's more of a historical fiction kind of book where like setting is real, characters are not real. But like it's very like pulpy adventure, has a lot of like comic book references and stuff like that. It like pulls a lot of pop culture stuff that I'm sure like everyone here is going to be interested in. And like it has a lot to say about like being an artist and a creative person, and like one of the characters is a writer, one of them is an artist, and like what they both contribute and like what your art can like mean for people. So I think that would be like really cool to just kind of like get to hear from like other people that are like artistic that read this book. And then I think also like just kind of if you've looked up anything about this book, the setting is like right around World War II and has a lot to do with like like the beginnings of like the Nazis taking over and like one of the characters like escaping from Europe to avoid that. And so like I think right now kind of feels like a nice time to read about fighting fascism and just punching Nazis in the face.
Oh, okay.
Love it.
Yeah. So do you want to just give us a quick rundown of the book and the author so that you can just let everyone kind of start to kind of get their mind around what we're getting ready to jump into?
Totally. And I cheated a little bit. I'm just going to read the summary
punches.
from the back of the book. Yeah. That's actually like a plot point in the book, so it's pretty great.
Sure.
All right. So summary, this is kind of just adapted from the back of the book. I shortened it a little bit. But a young escape artist and budding magician named Joe Kavalier arrives on the doorstep of his cousin Sammy Clay. While the long shadow of Hitler falls across Europe, America is happily in thrall of the golden age of comic books. And in a distant corner of Brooklyn, Sammy is looking for a way to cash in on the craze. He finds the ideal partner in the aloof, artistically gifted Joe, and together they embark on an adventure that takes them deep into the heart of Manhattan and the heart of old-fashioned American ambition. From the shared dreams, fears, and desires of two teenage boys, they spin a comic book of the tales of the heroic escapist and the beautiful, mysterious Luna Moth. Climbing from the streets of Brooklyn to the top of the Empire State Building, Joe and Sammy carve out lives and careers as vivid as ink. It's really cool. Nice. I think you guys are all going to dig it.
I had not yet like read the full description because I've just been trying to come into this as pure
blind
as possible.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. Some of the descriptions of what we're getting ourselves into, I'm excited to see what we do.
Yeah,
with this.
it's a really cool book. Like it kind of goes in a lot of different directions, and it's like I think it's like a really just good adventure story. Even if you're not like picking up on like some of the deeper stuff there, like I think it's really going to be fun for everybody to follow along. Cool. So the author of this book is Michael Chabon. He's amazing. He's been around for quite a long time. He's been working for years and years now. I forgot to do the math. But he's an American author and screenwriter. Some of his film credits include Spider-Man 2, and he didn't work on 3, which is awesome. And then the first season of Star Trek Picard.
I love that his
Hey, he escaped before Venom was there.
his claim to fame is not being a part of Spider-Man 3.
No, there are sins being part of the good one.
There are sins of commission and there are sins of omission. Okay, it goes both directions.
Yeah, that's true.
You see?
That's true.
I like that commission. one of his his probably second most famous book, Wonder Boys, has been adapted into a film before, starring Michael Douglas and some other big actors. I've actually not seen it because I haven't read that book yet, so I will probably do that right after we finish reading this one. So this book won the Pulitzer Prize in 2001, but he's won a lot of awards for many of his books and writing. He was also featured. Yeah, thank you. He was featured as one of People's 50 Most Beautiful People one year, and kind of just made fun of them for picking him. He was like, cool, that's nice. It was just really funny.
Stop. I didn't know this. What's this guy's name again?
Michael Chabon.
So it's a hard ch, because when I was on Instagram last night, I think I called him Chabon. I guess it's not right. So it's Chabon. Is that how we pronounce it? Chabon.
Yes, I believe that's how it's pronounced. I will
hard
now double
long
check.
A and then Bon. Okay, got it.
And then another cool fact that I found out while I was researching this that I didn't know is that he helped write Uptown Funk, which is really awesome. I love that
the Bruno
song.
Mars hit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Very cool. So like I said, you've kind of been around and done a lot of things.
He's a Renaissance man.
Yeah. So I find him to be such an interesting person. So I've read a few, about 5 of his books, which he's written 12. So I've been able to keep up with every single one of them. But I really like him. I originally found him via his other book, Yiddish Policeman's Union, which I truly picked up because it has such an interesting cover that I was like, I would like to know what that book is about. I read the first few pages and was kind of sucked in. And then immediately after that, I read this book and then some of his short story books. And I've just kind of been hooked ever since.
I'm not saying it's every photo, but there are a couple of photos where his eyes really pop.
Yeah. He's a good-looking guy.
Okay.
Is there a photo of him in the book? No, I don't have a book jacket.
I was mine doesn't.
Dang. Okay, so I think we have 2 questions we're going to run through before we end this. Again, this is a short episode. Not spending a lot of time now. We'll spend a lot of time in the discussions. But we have 2 book-related questions not related to this book. Lauren, what's the first one?
This one's a little bit related to this book, at least in my answer, which is that this is the book where as soon as I read it, I'm like, why hasn't this been made into a movie or a TV show or something? It just kind of feels like a story that would work very well for that. And the true answer is they've tried to adapt this as a book, but it's kind of stuck in Hollywood legal
development hell. But
that's a better exactly. So it's kind of maybe will happen one day. No one's ever totally taken it off the table, but in the moment it's kind of just sitting on the shelf. But what are some books that you guys have read that you think would be really cool to adapt into a movie or a TV show? And please say which one you think would be better.
Oh, now
a movie or a TV show.
I've only read one book 30 times, so this will be easier for me.
Very
TV
easy.
show, and I do think we're actually going to get one unless it gets stuck in development hell.
I did hear that this is happening,
which is Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yeah.
So even now, as I did actually just before another book I'm about to talk about. I just finished going through the series again, and the whole time just thinking oh, this is going to do so well as a TV show. But a movie is not enough time to devote to it. It needs
What if
seasons.
it was a thing like Harry Potter where each book gets its own movie or 2?
Sure, it gets its own season. Could happen.
Oh, no, I meant if it were movies, do you think that would work that way? Or would you want it to be a TV show for
as long as you give me more than just 2 hours to sit with it, sure. But I do actually think it would play well to TV. And there's some TV shows I can draw the line to. I will say it's not necessarily one I want to see as a movie, but I just finished The Buffalo Hunter. And wow, does that feel like an A24 film.
It really does.
What's that about? I don't know. I've never heard of this book.
So Buffalo Hunter, Patrick, is what?
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I thought you were going to answer.
I was like, nope. Either of you could do it.
It's a vampire story at its core, but it's mixed with these bits of. It's like historical fiction. It's
historical
mixed with
horror fiction.
Yes, it's real really settings, fun. Real points in time. It's a lot of accuracy, but mixed with fake characters. But the storytelling is so deep that it feels incredibly real and incredibly visceral. Yeah. It's a very well written book, and it's the majority of the book centers around almost two equal forces, or just 2 voices going back and forth. But at its core, it's a vampire book, but it's it just as you read it, especially as things
in the
kind
Old
of
West. I think that's helpful.
Yeah,
in the early 1900s,
the times of like cowboys and
Montana.
Indians clashing.
This sounds very fun. Have you ever read the comic book American Vampire? It kind of reminds me of that vibe.
Patrick, have you ever read a comic book?
Okay.
No.
I shouldn't
have it.
Sorry.
But
Should have known.
as the themes emerge and as more things kind of, I don't want to say unravel, but as things start to grow or the mystery expands, more and more it's just, wow, this is an A24 film. So I'm not saying I want to go see it, but wow, would it work really well as that.
That's awesome. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, so one of the book series that I have read that I think would be really good is Fourth Wing. There's a really good chance it's going to be picked up as
I think I've heard that that's also being developed, but I think it's like in like script.
I'm sure all of these like books that come from the book talk era have been picked up by somebody, whether or not they're actually
bajillions of copies. Yeah,
right. A book that I would have answered differently last year. But it now is coming out as a film, is Project Hail Mary. Such an incredible story, and it's going to be a movie. It's coming out soon with Ryan Gosling.
March 20th, I believe. But
what an incredible story. So, Patrick has another podcast where he was talking about like the proliferation, like where we have had a return to cinema where they're just the movie choices have just grown and grown and grown since kind of COVID, where we had to step back from it. And I'm happy about that because a lot of these books that I've read over these last couple of years are now either in production or are already set to come out. And so, yeah, there's not a lot that is left on my list that isn't in some way, shape, or form being made into either a TV show or a film. I think Harry Potter's going to be better as a TV show, by the way, than the films will.
I'm less interested in that one, but we'll see as the time gets closer.
The new one, you're not interested?
Because it's going to be exactly the same as the last one. They literally can't change how anything looks, or like they like can't use the parks and stuff. So I'm kind of like, just like, why are you doing this?
Listen, that can't be true because Snape is not white.
Well, that's the one thing that they changed.
And
basically.
everyone seems to think that's a really big deal.
I do think it's if they come up with like a way that it. I hope they just didn't do it for the sake of switching it and making one thing different, so I hope there's like a little more thought behind it. But we'll see. I just thought of this also. What are some of the like best and worst adaptations you've seen for books, like into TV or movies?
This is a book Patrick and I have read. He just recently read.
Wasn't that on Netflix? Oh no, it's Shadow and Bone. Sorry.
Shadow and Bone. And it's the Thursday Murder Club. And I love the Thursday Murder Club series as a book series. It's incredibly endearing and sweet and funny and wholesome and it's a murder mystery. Each book is a different murder mystery, right? But the show had so much star power behind it and so much potential, but the movie fell so short on Netflix. They changed the wrong things and honestly it just crumbled around it.
I read the book, and then as soon as I finished, the first thing I wanted to do was see the movie adaptation. Yeah. I watched the trailer and was like, "This isn't for me."
Yeah,
and I enjoyed the book, but even just watching the trailer was enough for me to know, like, no, I would rather just have the memory of the book.
Exactly. Yeah. That's you choosing not to go see him in the hospital, right? Like that's the equivalent of
the book is almost always better, but yeah, this sounds like it was much, much better.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of, one that maybe worked really, really well, and it's funny saying this on the heels of just mentioning Project Hail Mary, but The Martian was written in such a way that it worked so great for a film adaptation. And while there are things changed between one and the other, I actually think the movie cut out good things. I think it shortened some parts.
You have to make it kind of shorter. Like a movie can't cover everything. But
and maybe because I read The Martian after Project Hail Mary, but I was starting to get a little bit the writing style was starting to get a little bit repetitive for me. The way these kind of experiments keep taking place, and so I kind of like that the movie cut out a couple experiments, jumped to the chase. But I thought it worked really, really well in movie form. I would argue that I would rather watch the movie than reread the book for that one.
And I would say another one that is just totally missed the mark was The Running Man by Stephen King.
I've seen both versions now.
I haven't seen the new version, but I know the new version.
I think it's very skippable, unfortunately. But
closer to the book, but still misses the mark. But the original movie, is nothing like what the book is, and that's a terrible adaptation of it.
Lauren,
I think
what's
one of
yours?
the best ever is Fight Club. That is a really, really good book to movie adaptation. They like almost take out nothing. It's real. I think that one's great. I'm trying to think what I think is the worst. I think the weirdest is Howl's Moving Castle. What?
The book has gratuitous penis shots?
Yeah.
Yep. You just have to imagine them.
They'll have like pages that as you're flipping through, it'll be like penis, and then the next page is back to the words. And if you flip fast enough, you don't even see it.
And I don't think this is necessarily like a bad adaptation. Okay, it's bad in the way if you're trying to make it an adaptation, but it's like a good movie on its own. Is the Howl's Moving Castle movie has absolutely nothing to do with what happens in the book except for the first 15 minutes, and then everything else is made up. Okay. Oh, it was pretty. It feels like he read like the first 100 pages. It was just like, I figured it out.
You were saying that about Ready Player One?
No, about Howl's Moving Castle.
That too.
I haven't read that.
I mean, it's the same thing, although I can't decide which one's worse, but it is the same thing. But we'll say that.
I think the movie for Howl's Moving Castle is great. It just has nothing to do with the book.
Yeah, they should be separate entities.
Yeah,
did we have another book question, or was that all of our book questions?
Yes, we had a couple other. I'm sorry. This is one that you guys submitted.
Apologize.
What are some of your favorite and least favorite books that you've read? So just kind of like, what are your favorites other than Dungeon Crawler Carl?
That's it. That's all that I've read.
That's it. The end.
So favorites, Dungeon Crawler Carl. A lot of mine are series. Dungeon Crawler Carl.
That's okay.
Fourth Wing. I actually really like the ACOTAR books. So A Court of Thorns and Roses, that series. I absolutely adore the Thursday Murder Club and the Fourth Wing series. I like that a lot. I recently read a book that I liked a lot that's not part of a series. It's called All Good People Here, and it's a murder mystery, but it's a super twisty murder mystery that literally keeps twisting all the way to the very last paragraph, which I love because as a fan of like murder mystery or whodunits and solve 'ems kind of thing, you kind of get the rhythm of that, and once you learn the rhythm of that, you can solve the mystery before the book kind of solves it for you, or the movie or the TV show solves it for you.
Kind of like predict the ending,
right, and that can kind of ruin some of the fun. I've been desensitized to it, so this one was nice. To be able to kind of stay on my toes the entire time. The author of that book, by the way, is Ashley Flowers. All Good People Here. All good people. So if you're into murder mysteries, go pick it up. It's just a single. Cool. It could be a movie. It could be picked up for sure.
I'm going to be honest. I'm a broken record. Right now, the Dungeon Crawler Carl series has 8 titles, correct? It has 8 titles?
7. 8th one comes out in
7. The 8th one comes out in April. I have read all the way through 3 times, and I'm about to start my 4th as soon as I
And Patrick just started reading let me point this out. Patrick just started reading books in the summer of last year. So he has
and this is the only one that he keeps.
It's not. I mean, it's not the only one I've read. I've read other books, but when I read a book, it's only to finish it, to go back to one of these books. Like that's all that's happening.
He rewards himself for reading another book by reading all 7 of these.
Or do you just barrel through?
I do. Okay. So like in this last read through, I read book 1 and 2, and then I read Build, and then I read 3 and 4, and then I read something else. And then I went all the way through 7, but then I just did Buffalo Hunter. I'm now going to do Kavalier and Clay, and then
back to book
I'm going to sneak in one more book, and then hopefully like book 8 will be out.
Matt Dinniman just came out with a new book today.
I'm not interested in his other books.
I bet you would. It looks really, really good.
So funny. You're like, I don't even care.
And then I try. So that is like lit RPG genre. So I tried to read other books in that genre. Garbage.
No.
So
and this Matt Dinniman one is not a lit RPG, by the way. It's just a standalone novel. So I think you would like it.
But yeah, read several other things this year. There were parts of several books that I enjoyed. I just keep going back. It is just still.
I mean, I really can't judge you too much because I've read Lord of the Rings 18 times.
Well, the thing is, like,
but I've had that around since 3rd grade, so I've had a big spread of like the years.
Mackenzie gives me a little bit of shit about it. I'm sure she appreciates that I do know how to read, but she gives me some shit about it, and I'm like,
do you? Because you are listening to the audiobooks.
And I'm like. Don't gatekeep. Don't let me get here. Don't let me get here and start gatekeeping this. And then, but she watches Gilmore Girls once a year. Like, she's seen that however many dozen times. This is my Gilmore Girls.
I should have had the trombone sound effect ready to go for that. Dang, I apologize.
Sorry, it was just sitting right there.
I'll have it set for the next discussion. I'll have it set.
Yeah.
Lauren, you?
Yeah. Other than Lord of the Rings, I love Neil Gaiman. I've read I think all of his books at this point. I think American Gods is probably my favorite, and then I love Good Omens, but that's Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. Everything is Illuminated is one of my favorite books. That also is a good movie, but the book is better. And Catch-22 is another like big favorite of mine. But yeah, I've read lots and lots of books.
Yes, you have.
Well, hopefully, Adventures of Kavalier and Clay is about to be on my top list.
Yeah,
that's where I hope this ends up.
Yep.
I think you'll like it. And then I have one more question for you guys, which is, I think the biggest theme of this book is escapism. So what is your favorite escapist activity? Mine's so easy. It's D&D. Like, you just get to, literally just pretend you're somewhere else for 4 hours.
Right now for me, this has changed throughout my life. I've had different ones, but it has to be something that takes all of like my brain power, so I can't think bad thoughts. And right now, my favorite activity, I'm currently working on an 18,000 piece puzzle.
18,000?
Yeah. I'm about to. It's split
is it?
into 4. It'll fit on like my entire front room floor, but it's split into 4 quarters. So each quarter is like 4,000 whatever like pieces. I'm almost done with the first quarter, but basically I work on the puzzle and I listen to an audiobook. And so like my visual is taken up, my motor skills are working, I'm listening. I cannot think bad thoughts when this is happening. And
all your senses are being activated and like you are locked in. Yeah.
Completely. Mm-hmm. So the only thing I don't do while it's happening is like eat stuff because I don't want to like smudge.
You don't want to touch the puzzle. Yeah, I totally
terrible,
get
right?
that. Yeah.
But that's what I do right now. For a bit it was crosswords. For a bit before that it was going to the theater. Before that it was running. Right now it's puzzle and audiobook.
For me, it's just Valium.
Yeah. What do you like to do when you're on Valium?
No better value than Valium. That's what they say.
You need to be on their marketing team. Actually, I think it does a pretty good job of selling itself. They give you one taste for free and then you're hooked. Yeah. I honestly don't have a lot right now that's escapey for me. It's hard because I don't have a lot of margin to escape at the moment. But if I have to pick one thing for right now, and it has, like Patrick, it's varied. Running at certain times in my life was a huge one. Audiobooks is a huge one. Drawing has been a huge one. Like there's lots of those escape rooms. Ironically, escape rooms like are another piece of one. But if I had to pick one right now, I think it's golf videos. YouTube golf, I have just completely gone down the hole of YouTube golf. And Patrick knows because I will send text messages to him at all hours of the day and night. Basically, did you see this thing? And he had.
I've already spent a lot of time in that hole.
You guys just get like feed off the same algorithm, basically. Sure.
At this point, it's pretty much the same. We've merged, but yeah, that's a thing that I can just kind of zone into, and it makes me think I'm gonna be good at golf. Like I'm like, I gotta get out on the course, and then I realize, like I know intrinsically, this isn't gonna make me better at golf. It's just gonna make me more frustrated at myself that I'm not good enough.
You don't feel like you pick up? I don't know what the content is, I guess, but you don't feel like you pick up like tips or anything? Like,
no, I mean I pick up jargon.
Is it just people playing golf, or are they like educating about it?
Do you have a certain? Do you now find yourself having an urge to eat 3 burgers per hole that you play?
No,
so it's like that kind of stuff.
So like they have challenges, but like a lot of the stuff that I've been watching has been tournament or like match play or stroke play stuff, which is just playing golf, with people. So I've learned jargon, and I've learned kind of what a cut is and what a draw is, and I just by repetition. But they're not teaching you how to play golf. They're just out there documenting themselves play golf, and so it makes me really want to just do
play,
it.
It looks amazing, and then like we have to work jobs.
Yeah, it's stupid.
And then
these people get flown all around the world to play golf.
That would be great
on the internet. Yeah.
It's funny. I'm not a good golfer at all, but all the golf tips I've learned is just from like when I'm like at a golf course, someone be like, "Can I give you a tip?" And I'm like, "Absolutely, yes," because I know that I'm bad.
The hole's
and I just
that
kind of
way.
I literally have to like go through the checklist though every time of like what people have told me whenever I like every single time I swing a club. But then I do good. I do much better if I do that stuff. So
that's good.
It works.
Yeah, it's called applying what you've learned.
You know, that is the other. No, I couldn't do that as well because watching golf. I enjoy Waste Management was this past weekend, and I would take my breaks from my puzzle to watch golf and then go back to the puzzle. Very exciting stuff. I was gonna say I should just put the TV in the same room, but I can't do like. That would mess up the book, and that would throw off my rhythm. So I need to keep them separate. them separate.
Yeah. Lauren?
Good job, got her up.
I mean, like D&D is definitely like my number
That's your
one.
only, so that was, you came out of the gate, but that's your.
Yeah, but I would say like also like running definitely is for me. Like I just listen to music and like definitely like zone out. Like I get that runner's high thing 100%.
Lauren had COVID and went running.
Yes.
Yeah. It just makes me feel better.
Gave it to all of her neighbors.
All of the healthiest people.
I want everyone to have this.
I do think like drawing is definitely another one, and like craft projects and stuff. Like I feel like if it's like a repetitive task, like that's like thing I was showing you that I made yesterday, Andrew, like that, like you just sit there and like do the same kind of thing over and over, that like you like that is like perfect zone out activity. And I'll just like have the TV on in the background and I'll remember every freaking word that was said, because it's like you're just like listening and just doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah, love it. Absolutely. Okay, well, we have made it, I think, now to the end of session 0. Like Patrick said, the time for you to do nothing is over. The time for you to do something is upon us. And that something is to purchase, rent, borrow, steal a copy of The Amazing Adventures of Kavalier and Clay, and then join us again 2 weeks from tonight in this exact same place to be a part of the discussion. And Patrick, where can they go to get the discussion questions? Tell them the name of the website.
Yeah, again, it is bookclub.mof1.network.
It's been
it's on the graphic. It's going to be on the graphics we share. It's going to be on Slack. It's going to be a lot of places. But bookclub.mof1.network.
But where won't it be, Patrick?
Up your butt.
Okay, well, I actually meant a real question. Where won't it be, Lauren?
Other people's websites.
Yeah. It will be only on our socials.
It won't be on our podcast thread. It's only here on Twitch.
Okay, thank you. I'm like, where are you going?
Man, we're out of practice, Andrew. You can't throw that stuff at us.
Fine.
It wasn't in the notes.
Do that to us.
It won't be on our podcast thread. So if you're used to just listening to us on audio, you won't hear this. And so this really is a community opportunity for you to join with what we're doing. We would love for you to invite your friends. Maybe there's people who didn't join, who haven't joined us in this live session tonight, but you think, hey, this sounds like it would be fun for these people. Invite them. We want as many people to be a part of this as possible. And let's grow a new community. Let's have a learned community.
Yes,
and let's start with a Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, The Amazing Adventures of Kavalier and Clay. With that being said, any final thoughts, Patrick, Lauren?
I really hope you guys enjoyed the book. I can't wait to talk about it in 2 weeks.
And the questions go live in a couple days.
Yeah, just a couple days, and we'll post about them when they go live.
So stay tuned to our social media at M of1 Podcast. Join the Slack channel, like Patrick said. You can get to that on mof1.network and hit the little Slack icon on there if you're not already a part of that community. But for now, I think let's get out of this.
This is the touchiest music button of all time.
I was wondering why you were so fidgety with the music.
It's like it's here or it's here. There's not a.
We'll get it dialed in for session
Don't
1.
worry about it. It's fine.
We'll get it dialed in.
I'm saying bye. You're saying bye. She's saying bye. We're out of here.
Get in those pages and get into those pages, and then get out of your world. Escape into these pages. We'll cut this. Escape into those pages. And